April 14, 1912. The North Atlantic Ocean. The sea was unusually calm. The sky was clear, and the temperature was dropping rapidly. But something else was happening. Throughout the day, Titanic received multiple wireless warnings. Other ships were reporting massive ice fields directly in her path. One of those warnings came from the SS Californian, another from the Coronia. The message was simple: large icebergs ahead. Yet Titanic did not slow down. Because slowing down meant arriving late in New York, and arriving late meant embarrassment. Some historians believe Captain Edward Smith trusted the ship's strength too much. Others argue that pressure from the company played a role. The truth? We may never fully know. In 1912, the world believed it had conquered nature. Technology was advancing faster than ever before. Electricity lit cities. Industry was booming, and the British Empire ruled the seas. Then came the largest moving object ever built by humans. The pride of the White Star Line. The ship that newspapers called unsinkable. Her name was the RMS Titanic. At over 882 feet long, Titanic was a floating palace. It had a grand staircase more luxurious than most hotels, a swimming pool, a gymnasium, fine dining halls that rivaled Europe's finest restaurants. For the rich, it was paradise. For immigrants traveling to America, it was hope. But behind the luxury and confidence, there was something dangerous: overconfidence. It was 11:40 p.m. on April 14, 1912. The night was unusually calm. The ocean looked like glass. High above the deck, two lookouts scanned the sea with infrared. Suddenly, a shadow appeared. Iceberg right ahead. The warning rang across the ship. On the bridge, officers reacted immediately. The order was given: hard A starboard. The massive ship began to turn, but it was too late. Titanic scraped against the iceberg. The impact didn't feel dramatic. Many passengers barely noticed it. But below the surface, something far more dangerous had happened. The iceberg had torn open the ship's hull. Seawater began flooding multiple compartments. And within minutes, the crew realized something terrifying. Titanic was going to sink. At first, many passengers didn't believe the danger. Titanic was supposed to be unsinkable, but as water continued filling the ship, panic slowly began to spread. The crew started preparing the lifeboats. But there was a shocking problem. Titanic carried lifeboats for only about half of the people on board. Even worse, many lifeboats were launched half empty. The evacuation followed a strict rule: women and children first. Meanwhile, many third-class passengers struggled to reach the upper decks in time. As the freezing Atlantic waters rose higher, the fate of the ship became clear. Within just a few hours, over 1,500 people would lose their lives. Congrats, you made it till here. And that's the story behind the disaster of the RMS Titanic. If you enjoy videos about history, mysteries, and fascinating real stories like this, make sure to subscribe to the channel. Thanks for watching.